is a show that focuses on the person behind the brony. I'm your host, OsakaJack. Please sit back and relax as we talk to this week's guest brony. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Into the Spotlight. This is your host, OsakaJack. And with me, I have somebody that you may recognize from his deviant art and many comics, the Flash Guy. Hello, how are you?
Hey, what's up? I'm good, thanks. How's you?
Not too shabby at all. So, the Flash Guy is the nickname, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the name I chose when I signed up for DeviantArt. Yeah.
Okay. Where did you come by that name, or just sounded like
Uh,
a name to use?
Basically, I had this account on. Well, I have this account on Newgrounds I was using for years and stuff, where I was like posting animations and stuff,
Oh,
like done in Flash.
right.
And when I joined DeviantArt, I thought that would be the sort of thing I would continue to do.
Ah, okay.
That's turned out to not be the case,
Right.
and I am sort of considering changing it, but no good names are available. So
Well, and I mean, that is, a downside. At this point, if you change it, you have to start from almost zero rebuilding. Who is that
yeah,
again? Oh, it's that guy. He changed his name. Why?
yeah. I mean, I kind of think if I do change it, it has to be when I'm sort of, I don't know, like if I ever reach Mad Max's level where there's like thousands of people, so that if when you change your name, everyone knows,
Yeah.
sort of thing. But I'm not there, so I'm sticking with this one for now.
It's not the worst name I've ever heard. It's, if you had put the Flasher guy, that might have been bad. That
Yeah,
might have
that.
been bad for, working on
I
kids
mean,
show stuff.
yeah. I mean, people kind of joke that way already a little
Do they?
bit.
I'm sorry. I thought I was being original. Dang it. Oh
Hey, now you know how it feels to be me.
well.
God, I thought I was original. And I did do this idea first, but this person has done it better.
uh, yeah, that does happen, I'm sure. With
Yeah.
your stuff and well, anybody else's stuff. If they say,
Hmm.
"Oh, I have this great idea," and then next week they see it, oh, okay,
Yeah. I mean, it's like I think the most popular comic I have ever posted was the sort of reaction to the opening two-parter,
okay,
the one where Sombra is like, it's like Sombra and Twilight's just like, yeah, I'm gonna stop your plan. Um, what is your plan again? And Sombra's just like, rah, 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 rah. That it was that one, and like 2 hours after I posted that,
hmm
someone posted a version that had cadence with basically the same joke, and the art was like 10 times better.
well, yeah, it was something for being first, but
Yeah,
I
it
have
it, it got me. It got watchers
sure,
and views and faves, and it's the most popular thing, so I can't complain too much. So,
very true, yes. Has anybody accused you of stealing it?
no, no.
There you go. Well, there you go. That's the important thing. They realize, or they've only seen yours. At this point, you'll get others. Hey,
Yeah.
I recall back in the olden days of the internet when, well, even on Newgrounds, I have seen some people comment something to the extent of, on a finished Flash, mind you, "Hey, I had this idea last year. You stole it from me. Well, I didn't make a Flash. I just had the idea."
Yeah, if you have an idea but you don't post it out there, you've got no claim to it,
Yeah, exactly.
you know. Even when you do post it out there,
Mm.
when it's out there, people are going to sort of, that's going to be one of the things that will be in their melting pot of ideas, and
Yep.
something similar may well appear,
Yep. Very true. Very true.
because that's how ideas work.
hmm They might, I mean, it may not even be something they realize they're taking. They might
Mm,
have forgotten the source and come back to it later and say, "Oh, wow, what a great idea I had." Not yours. Really?
yeah.
Well, we kind of hinted at it, but if anyone doesn't know what you do, could you describe it?
I make comics. and draw things, and a lot of them a lot of them right now are pony related.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, yeah, I haven't posted the comic in like a I don't know like a maybe a couple of weeks or so. I mean, I've been posting like pictures.
Right, right.
Like I got on the EQD Draw Friend recently with the Twilight punching a question mark box
Okay, okay, yeah.
with the wings coming out the top, so
Right.
it's like a power up.
Hmm. Hmm. You can
Um,
almost hear the sound. Doo-doo-diddle-doo.
yeah.
Now
Um,
that would be an interesting little flash to make. Just have her going from down up, and the wings appear, and the sound effect. Doo-doo-diddle-doo.
and now I have to make that before this goes live.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I've got loads of things I should be doing.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Do what you have to do before you can do what you want to do. That's unfortunately how it works.
I mean, luckily I'm doing an animation course at uni, so what I
Okay.
have to do is sort of what I want to do.
There you
So
go. That's good.
it works out quite well for me.
Yeah. Yeah, if you were going into animation with the hope of becoming a meteorologist, that. Well,
Yeah.
maybe I could see it if you really want to animate the weather app in your own style. Okay, but
I mean, the problem with like media sort of no sort of weather animation is that they want it to be accurate,
yeah, yeah,
not
no more
stylized.
person in a cloud blowing the cold front out.
Yeah. It's not like an old timey map where you can just add a dragon when you
Mhm.
get bored, you know.
That would be interesting to put just Photoshop it into a bunch of weather maps and see who notices. We
Uh,
have a warm front coming in, possibly from this fire-breathing dragon in the southwest. And wait a minute.
Stephen Magnet, what are you doing? God, God, that's actually a thing now. He got like, have you seen the toy post on EQD?
No, I haven't.
They've got this sort of blind bag style set, and
Oh,
it's one of them has a manticore, a Fluttershy with show accurate hair at last,
wow.
um, rarity, and it's got Stephen Magnet, and he is labeled Stephen Magnet.
Oh, that's interesting.
So a YouTube closed caption is now an official Hasbro trademark.
That's amazing. That's just absolutely wonderful.
That's brilliant. I love the internet
Oh
and
yeah.
what it does.
At times, I mean, there can be down points, but yeah, there
Yeah,
can be great things that happen from it. Now,
I just find
I don't know anybody specifically, but I am sure at this point there is somebody who has left the captions on and read every single word for every episode of Pony at this point, hoping for one more Stephen Magnet mix-up that'll be great that they can post first.
I imagine someone probably has sort of thought that,
Yep.
doing that it's the sort of thing that this fandom is large enough that there is probably someone that
Hmm.
with that in mind. I mean, it's incredibly difficult for, that sort of meme to spread again
Yeah.
because the fandom is just so much larger now.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it would be difficult for it to spread. I think it'd be difficult to stop.
I mean, and because I mean, if we think about the things that everyone in the fandom knows,
Hmm.
I mean, how much of that has been since season two started airing?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, most of it came from the break between season one and season two, and the time when season one was airing.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, a few things have stuck since, but that's where the majority of things that everyone knows in quotation marks
Yeah,
comes from.
that's true. I would like to see, I don't know, the two things that I haven't seen yet, and I would like to see a Cyclops pony
As
from
a
that
toy.
animation area. Yeah, yeah, just to see a Cyclops pony. And
That would be
I would
brilliant.
like to see a talking Luna that has like massive volume for Royal Canter's voice. Just
Just
like
like
two settings,
new,
just like normal and RCV.
just new Lunas talking doll comes with three massive bass speaker.
I think that would be funny. Or okay, no. No, you probably don't remember it, but if anybody here remembers He-Man with the Triclops, he was a figure that had three different faces you could rotate. His head was a circle, so it had three different faces, and as you rotated it, it would change expression. Get one of those, just Luna on one side and Nightmare Moon on the other, and just have it like automatically when she says, "Oh, I'm feeling angsty," and Nightmare Moon is back.
See, I mean, no, I wouldn't do it with the swiveling head. I'd do it Transformer style.
Oh, there we go. Even better.
You know,
Yes,
because so like it properly turns into a full Nightmare Moon thing.
that's good. If we can add the Transformer sound effect, that'd be even.
Yeah.
It's Luna. Oh no, Nightmare Moon is back. Oh, it's Luna again.
Yeah, I mean, the four stars that helped Nightmare Moon escape. That was like Megatron and Starscream, and so that on the dark side of the moon right now over Equestria, are the Decepticons.
That's no moon. That's oh, I forgot his name. Oh shoot, the large planet robot eating thing in the really really bad Transformers movie. I forgot his name. It was voiced by Orson Welles. I'm gonna go nuts. Oh well.
I've seen the Nostalgia Critic review, but I can't remember what the
Yeah.
name of that thing was.
Shoot. I just call it Orson Welles Planet. But I'm sure at this point somebody has corrected me in the chat, and thank you very much because I did forget. Yes, yes, you. No, it's live. It's live interview. No, absolutely.
But it's totally live. I
Yeah,
mean, I loved the season finale and the bit with the
yeah.
thing.
Oh, the bit with a thing. I thought it was going to be a thing
Yeah.
with a bit, but no, it's a bit with a thing.
No, the thing, yeah, the bit with the thing, and
Surprised
the
the
watch.
heck out of me. Yeah.
I loved it when that character said that thing.
I didn't think that was allowed on television.
no, not that thing, the other thing.
Oh, the other thing. Okay, right, right, right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's very doubtful
And that's
anybody
a
believes this, but if you do at this point, this is just a joke. But all right.
yeah, mostly. So yeah,
Well, something that in the comics that you do, the My Little Pony comics, something you do that I don't see a lot of other people do is you feature show staff as much as actual characters in the show.
yeah. That was kind of a conscious sort of decision because when I was first sort of introduced like into the fandom and I was getting into it and I wanted to do something,
Hmm.
I mean, I kind of knew that comics were kind of my strong point or whatever. They're kind of what I do, so it would be a
Sure.
comic. But I kind of wanted like it's like Veggie 555. No, it's Veggie 55
Mm.
has like Lyra and Gyra,
Right, right,
and you know and CSI Magnax has a style. All the big ones have something that's theirs,
right, right.
something that they do.
Hmm.
I was, something original that other cartoonists in the fandom don't do. I was like, what's not being done?
Mm-hmm, hmm.
I was like, well, what if the show was a live action thing and they're all filmed as their OCs and
Yeah,
stuff? So I kind of ran with that.
yeah, and it works really well. I know. See, quite often we have Wildfire featured. Who I don't know.
Hmm.
I guess that would be more canon now than it was when you started.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Even if she does change colors every once in a while. And Snowdrop, who
Yeah,
was Raven's character, though she has recently changed. She
yeah. I did a comic about her regenerating into Cartoon Network form
Mhm, mhm.
as an Adventure Time OC. But
Yes.
yeah, um, the thing is, I've still got like one or two comic ideas featuring like Raven or
Mhm.
Snowdrop
Right.
as Raven/Snowdrop. So there may well be a couple at some point in the future where it's like set before that.
Well, I mean, it's not like you have to follow your own canon in your own
No,
comics.
it's like
And I
continuity. All the continuity.
I don't think I don't think anybody sane would honestly complain that you already changed her into the Adventure Time one. How'd she get back? Yeah, a wizard did it. Okay.
Aliens.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it was aliens,
but it was
but it was
alien.
it was aliens. Yeah.
Now, if we can get a pony with that style hair, that would be awesome.
I
Just
think
like
I've
a
seen people
2-second shot of a pony with that hair. We'll change it into the aliens pony guy.
kind of like a screw loose, but with like brown hair.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I noticed like in in what was totally the episode a few weeks ago.
Hmm.
Um, on the train.
Hmm.
When they're going to the Crystal Empire,
Yeah.
you see like I knew the name a second ago.
Oh,
Screw Loose's, yeah, you see Screw Loose's hair on the train.
okay.
I was like, wait, what? But so I'm looking forward to someone trying to explain that. That ought to be fun. She went crazy and leapt from the train back to Ponyville before Spike. I don't know. Speculation time. Speculate all the things. Changelings everywhere. You know.
Hmm. I think that's a good point and a bad point of the fandom is that any small detail we can just overanalyze to death, which I love doing.
Yeah.
I've got so many conspiracy theories that it's unbelievable. Not conspiracy
So
theories.
do you know who killed JFK?
Do you mean the president, or do you mean the previously unreleased pony, Jumpy Flower Corn?
Wait,
All right,
what?
that was the JFK Jumpy Flower Corn. That
Right.
was okay. 65% of my jokes work, and this was one of the 35% that did not, and I apologize for it. I
I
wasted
I
35 seconds of your time.
I probably just haven't seen the thing that you were referencing.
Neither have I. I just made it up.
Okay.
Well, one of the, I mean, you do a lot of the pony comics, but you also have Tin.
Yeah, that would be This Is Normal,
Right.
um, which is a webcomic I have been doing for like 3 years now.
Goodness,
I
that's a
think
long time.
this is the third. Yeah, because I started it. Well, I started uploading them shortly after Christmas, 2009,
Okay, all right.
and for the first year, it was a comic every single day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of helps that when I started uploading them, I'd been drawing them since September, so
That's good.
I had several months worth of buffer,
Yeah, that's good.
so I could handle that. And then by the end of the first year, I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore, so I reduced it to 4 comics a week.
Yeah.
Um, and because of university and
Right.
because I got other things on my mind, it's currently on. Well, it's by the time this goes out,
Hmm.
it'll be back on
Okay.
because it starts up again tomorrow
Okay.
our time,
All right.
whatever. So that'd be Monday 11th.
Right.
It starts up again 2 days a week,
Okay.
Monday and Friday. So
That's
yeah, that's
interesting. I think
yeah.
it's important for webcomics to have a schedule.
Mm,
But at the same time, too much of a schedule can burn you out, and you don't want to do it anymore. And then it's obvious when a person has come back from hiatus and they don't want to do the webcomic at all anymore.
mm.
I've seen that before, and it's like, just no.
I mean, I think one of the reasons I'm less able to update it
Hmm.
as often as I used to is because, I mean, then when they started off,
Hmm.
they were doodles done in the back of class
Right.
when I was bored. You know, they were kind of, you know, like escape from, I guess,
Mm.
a bit, you know, just like silly jokes and stuff, and
Right.
it's sort of morphed a little bit into sort of me criticizing school,
Right.
and then, but I mean, now with the animation course, you know,
Hmm.
the doodles that I do kind of get handed in or looked at as part of the hand in. So I got to look like I'm doing stuff relevant.
Right.
Yeah, so a lot of the sort of creative energy, if we want to get pretentious,
Hmm.
goes into stuff that I need to do,
Right.
you know,
That's
and
irony.
fandom stuff.
I'm sorry, but that's almost the best definition of irony I've ever heard. What started as you mocking class has to be used to finish your class.
Yeah, I mean, I also feel a little bit like that sort of cuts back on my material and stuff that I can use because
Sure.
I'm confident that at some point during my time at uni, my lecturers are gonna find my webcomic and have a look at it. So, I can't really criticize them too much.
I understand this. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
don't refer to my ex-boss by specific name, just in case.
yeah. So, I mean, there have been things that have happened in class that I think, man,
Mm,
I probably could do a comic about that.
right.
And I kind of doodle down a sort of, really crappy sketch, and
Mhm.
and it's like, okay, this is a good idea. Oh, darn it, I can't use it.
You
So,
might be able to find, I mean, there is a chance you would find a professor who would think it was funny and would laugh along with it, but there's an equal chance that it would be somebody without that type of humor. And
yeah, I mean, because it's like it's the I think the tutors kind of help us get like placements at the end of the course and stuff.
okay,
So, I don't bite the hand that gives you the door that opens the door to the industry.
right. you get, I can just imagine you get finished. Oh, right, the webcomic guy. Well, let's see. Oh, we have a job here retracing G3, My Little Pony. Guess what you're gonna do?
Ah, God, where is the nearest tall building? I'm gonna do a Sherlock. Wait, no, I'm gonna do a Stephen Moffat and just like,
Uh, well, of the comics that you have made, either well, we'll split them up into Tin and Pony. Which ones have been the most popular?
well, it's I mean, it's no competition. The pony ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean between the two of them. I mean like within
Oh,
each one, like within the Pony, which has been most
oh.
popular,
Uh,
and within Tin, which has been most popular.
well, I mean, I think I said earlier about it was the season 3 episode 1
Right.
one that had the most views, the most favorites, the most comments, the most everything ever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but as for this is normal comics. I am looking at my DeviantArt now to try and find the stats. Because I don't know offhand. Um,
hmm
let's go by favorites. Where is the highest?
Well, your opinion then. Which one just kind of came out to you as being one of the more better received ones?
Well, the ones where the ones where I talk about ponies actually. That's yeah. Because there was a comic I did about kind of my awkwardness with regards to commissions.
Okay.
Whereas it was kind of oh yeah, this is a great drawing. How much do you want for this? I'm like, higher than zero. And that appears to be the most faved of my
Okay.
This Is Normal comics.
Right.
Everything above that is pony,
Huh.
and there's a
Interesting.
lot.
Yeah. Well, I know that. Oh gosh, I've gone
Wait,
blank
no,
for a
hold
second.
on.
Oh, sorry.
Not every, not everything above it is pony.
Oh my
There
goodness.
is there is a flash that I made years ago called the interactive kitten, which is
Interactive kitten. Ooh.
a cat that when you hover over it, it's like you're fussing the cat, like stroking the cat and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
And it's ridiculously oversized head that makes it adorable,
Mm-hmm.
sort of thing. I still get like faves and comments and stuff on that every so often, but no, that yeah. Anyway, yeah,
Int-
you were saying things.
no. That's great. The kitty one would be cute. Of course. I mean, kittens. It's the internet. What are they?
Yeah.
Who's not going to like kittens on the internet?
Well, welcome to the internet. It's cats, ponies, and porn. That's basically it. That's the show right there.
And the only terrible thing is when they intersect. Okay.
Yep. Yep. No disagreements there.
Well, one that I was thinking of when I mentioned comics is the story of Mando Fire one.
Yeah.
And I just bring that one up because I think that was right before Everfree Northwest, was it? Or oh gosh,
Um,
it was
I
right before
think
one of the cons where
EQLA.
EQLA. That's right. It was before
Yeah.
EQLA, and everybody who's featured in the comic was at EQLA, and they did a photo shoot.
I know. I know. Um, yeah, every so often I go back and look at that just if I'm having a bad day or
Mhm.
something, I just look at their photo version and go, oh my god, that's awesome. That's so cool.
Did they tell you they were going to be doing a photo version of it,
No,
or was
no,
it
they did
just?
not.
Oh,
The first I heard about it was when Sibsy commented on my profile page
hmm.
saying, for you, love us, and and it was just a link, and it was, I clicked it, and it's like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever in the existence of ever.
that's
In in
hilarious.
in in the words of Tumblr fans everywhere, as semicolon.
Mm. Your accent's strange when you say that because usually the is accented, but okay. But I think that's interesting that you would fan squee about a comic about fan squeeing done by people who squeed over the fans. What was I saying? I lost it.
Basically Inception, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Squeeception.
So I think now I need to do a sort of a comic version of their comic, but with them as people instead of so it's like it's a comic based on their comic, based on my comic, based on their OCs.
I hurt my brain. I can't see out of my left side anymore. Wow.
Uh, well, I hope Japan has good medical care.
Um. Yeah. Ish. Okay. No, I joke about it. There. So
uh,
you are an animation student,
yeah,
and
I'm
some of the things on the DeviantArt are animation.
yeah.
And I think 500 Dance Party seems to be one of them. I think it's the most recent one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the most recent one that I've posted on DeviantArt.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
It's yeah. That was kind of the yeah. I just got 500 watches on DeviantArt, and I was just like,
Okay.
okay, I'm gonna make an animated thing that has all these characters that I have from years ago,
Hmm.
and show them to people who are watching me now, because they won't have seen them,
Right,
because
right,
they watched me from Equestria Daily. It's like, okay,
right.
I'm gonna throw these in their face. Yeah.
I do appreciate how you're using the I'm a American. I'm going to. I like that. Thank you. I'm a do it.
Huh? Yeah,
Hey, there are different things that you pick up from different cultures and interacting with them.
the one I always loved was Phoebe from Friends. Her one, just like oh, I wish I could, but I don't want to.
Yes, that's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
Hmm. I like the one. It's more direct, but from the movie Awakenings, where Robin Williams says, "I'm sorry. If you were right, I would agree with you."
I'm gonna have to start using that.
Yep. It works really well because people kind of what huh? uh, but it is kind of hinted at in your DeviantArt, and you have some links to it. Paws and Punches.
Yeah, this is my work for the design for animation module.
Okay, okay.
Um, where basically we're doing all the pre-production steps
Mhm.
up until the animatic phase.
Okay.
And to be fair, once I've got it at the animatic phase, I'm probably gonna animate it like during Easter holiday or summer
Oh,
at
okay.
some point anyway.
Right, right.
Um, basically, we had to design two characters,
Okay.
um, and make a short thing with them, a short
Hmm.
animatic.
And the ones that you chose, I mean, it's. I'm sorry. Can we speak of this, or is this, proprietary? Don't mess with
Um,
my university stuff.
yeah, I'm okay talking about it.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. But it
Yeah.
seems to be Sophia and Joey.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Sophia is this sort of sort of tomboy girl character
Hmm.
who lives in this like epic awesome tree house that I haven't actually designed yet
Yeah.
in the forest, and her best friend is a wild bear called Joey.
Okay. All right. Now, I would assume so. Sophia speaks, but does Joey speak, or is he just a bear?
Well, my intention with him is that he speaks bear,
Okay.
he
Right.
makes
Right.
bear noises,
Hmm.
but I am apparently part of the exercises that we're going to be doing with them is lip sync, so I may have to put a
Ah.
voice in his mouth,
Okay. Okay.
so
If you wanted to have fun with that, just have him growl, but have the lip sync read crystals.
no one on my course would get the reference.
Exactly. And if anybody picks up on it, you can just say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, in a previous version, her name was Crystal." I know it wouldn't work. I know it's not going to be done, but a guy can dream, can't he?
uh, yeah.
When is this expected to be? So the animatic will be done if you have the time this
Um,
summer, right?
well, the animatic has
Hmm.
to be handed in as part of the stuff for the course.
Okay.
And the design for animation module ends, I think, on the 28th of this month of
Of February.
February.
Oh my. Okay.
Um, so yeah, it's a very short module,
Yeah.
only like a month long.
Wow.
Um, it's probably before I don't have the paper down here with me so
Right.
I can
That's
check
okay.
when the hand in is, but
Fairly soon is it's coming.
yeah, it's a short turnaround,
Mhm.
so I think the module's basically designed to be sort of a practice run for industry.
Okay. All right.
You know, kind
So
of
they're putting
because we
pressure on you, and
yeah we had like one day to do the thumbnail
oh
storyboards,
wow.
um, which I sort of skipped ahead by doing that as soon as the module was launched.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
Hey, it worked out. I mean,
yeah,
planning ahead.
I,
At the very worst, you would have wasted a little bit of your time at the very beginning, and at the very best, like now, you're ahead of everybody else because you got that part done.
well, I mean, we kind of passed that point now, so I'm kind of at the same point as everyone else. We've
Right.
also got to do presentation storyboards,
Okay.
so kind of the sort of thing we would show to someone if we wanted to get the green light off them,
Right. Right.
because you can't show thumbnail storyboards to the person that's paying you if the person paying you
Mm,
doesn't know how the animation process works,
right. Yeah.
because they'll look at these crappy scribbles and they'll go, "Oh my God, this thing's gonna be terrible," you know. So you have to make like these cleaned up storyboards
Right. Right.
that resemble the style that you're going to be using
Hmm. Hmm.
um, in the actual animation.
Right. Okay.
Um,
So that is the ultimate goal then, is to get a nice, comfy job in the industry.
yeah, that's kind of where I see it going at the moment. I
Okay.
would I would love to work on like animated TV
Hmm.
programs.
Right. Right.
Yeah, because you hear talks about like the old cartoons and stuff throughout the fandom. Yeah, at the moment is kind of everyone's like, oh man, did you watch this cartoon? Did you watch that cartoon? So it's
Mm.
it's like people love cartoons, and I want to
Oh
make
yeah.
something that people love. So
Sure.
I I mean
Oh yeah. That's very noble. Yeah.
yeah, I mean the ultimate sort of fantasy, I guess, would
Mm.
be like if I managed to pitch a show that gets made the way
Nice.
I want it to.
Oh
That would
yeah.
be kind of that would just okay, I'm done. Yep, I have completed the game. All levels, all achievements unlocked. I have yeah, 100%.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
If it comes, I do hope it comes to fruition.
yeah. I mean, fingers crossed. It'll be a lot of work because the animation industry in the UK at the
Mm.
moment kind of consists of visual effects and commercials.
Right. Right.
So, I mean, for that sort of thing, I am probably it, if I end up going in that direction, which is
Hmm.
sort of where I want to go right now, but I'm
Right.
aware that life is kind of crappy when it comes to plans.
Yes, of course.
But if it were to go in that direction, I would probably need to move country, like
Hmm.
with things as they are right now.
Sure, sure. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Not a lot of room for teaching English as a second language in the middle of America. I had to move.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some parts of America.
Oh yeah, but no, my area, yeah, yeah, had to move out. Well, that would be nice if you can get the job locally. That would be wonderful. But
Mm,
I think it would be nice to explore abroad.
mm.
Well, one other cute thing I wanted to mention that I saw in your DeviantArt recently is the Shropshire cat poster.
Yeah. My dad pointed me to this charity,
Hmm.
the Shropshire Cat Rescue thing that was having a sort of, we need a cartoonist to help us design our poster.
Right.
And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Um, so I drew up the three sort of sample cats that they asked for,
Hmm.
and I sent them off to them, and I have not heard back since.
Oh dear.
I what I think has happened
Hmm.
is that because I sent them as attachments, that it got lost in the junk folder.
Oh, that could be. That's
That I
possible.
mean, that seems like the most likely thing.
I would send a few emails. Hey, did you get this? Hey, did you get this? Just
Yeah,
link them to the DeviantArt page. Just I sent these. Did you get
yeah.
this? See if they get a response because these are adorable. They're very cute.
Thanks.
I just want to take the first one home and give it food and
He's so sad.
yeah, I know. He's so poor guy.
Yeah.
Well, a question that I ask in all of my interviews, and I want to hear your response to this. What would you say is the one scene or one line in all of My Little Pony that defines you as a brony?
I've been trying to think about this since you sent me the message.
Thinking ahead doesn't help with this question, does it?
No, it
Doesn't help
doesn't.
anybody.
Hmm. Um.
Gut
Let me.
response. First thing that comes to your head when you think it.
Um. So
Don't worry, it's not a pressure
words.
thing. You could say I've
Um.
had people say entire episodes before, and that works.
Well, I'd probably. I guess perhaps. Like Rainbow Dash in Sonic Rainboom, the sort of,
Okay.
here's this big thing that I want to do,
Hmm.
get into the animation industry,
Right.
that I can, I'm totally good enough to do it and stuff. It's like, but no, oh no, oh no, insecurities. What if I
Right.
fail?
Right.
Everything's all the sort of insecurity, all the sort of
Okay. Okay.
nervousness.
I can see that. Sure. Yeah. I think that was a turning point for Rainbow Dash for me, seeing her develop as a character. Because up until
Mm,
then, she had been brash and brave, and that's all. And I think seeing this, oh, there is a point of her where she is nervous about it. I think that really, really opened her up as a character for me.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm Rainbow Dash all the time.
Okay.
But just with regards to sort of, like I've got this like big sort of vision in my head of like, ideal future
Right. Right.
and stuff, and it's like, it's possible but very difficult. So I'm kind of like, oh God, don't put a foot wrong, don't put a foot wrong. Yeah.
Phase two. Ah!
Oh,
All we need is for one of your friends to start falling, and then you'll be able to increase to Mach 7 speed to catch them. That'll work. No,
hopefully, that's
joking
that's
aside,
to- that's totally applicable.
yeah, okay, maybe not. But no, I think that's a good comparison. I mean, sure, everybody can feel the pressures of what they had believed until 2 minutes ago was possible, and Then all of a sudden, oh, can I do this? Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Uh, well, are there any other projects that you'd like to plug while you're here?
Um. Jeez.
I mean,
See,
Tim
I've
will be
got
coming
loads of.
back soon.
Yeah. This is normal. Will be back by the time this airs. Yeah. So if you want to go ahead and read that,
Hmm.
that's at thisisnormal.the-comic.org.
Okay.
Or if you want a simple one, facebook.com/thisisnormal,
Right.
and I post the links there.
Hmm.
Um, or you can be patient and wait until I post them on my DeviantArt. Because I try and do that after I post them on the main site.
Sure, sure. Do we
Yeah.
want to push for Paws and Punches, or is that just going to be
Um, that I mean that's kind of I mean that it would be awesome if I can get that done as a full animation.
okay, okay.
Um, and considering the animatic only has to be 20 seconds,
Hmm.
so it's entirely possible. So that is something that you might look forward to. And I will definitely be posting the animatic up on YouTube
Hmm.
when I've got my grade back for it.
Right.
Um, yeah, and
Okay.
and you can follow the progress on that along
Hmm.
at pawsandpunches.weebly.com.
Right. Yep.
So if you want to see what I'm doing at university,
There it
there's
is.
that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, all right, great. And of course, I mean, that season ender. Oh, I'm sure you've got like 16 comic ideas just from that.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
So,
I especially about that one thing that the fandom is on fire over
oh, I know.
that
I
that no
can't
one
believe so
that
many
no one
people.
saw coming.
I know. I can't believe so many. There are some people who are actually angry about that. Can you believe it? Psh,
Yes, I
oh,
mean,
good.
we spend the whole time asking for a Doctor Who reference, and
Yeah.
and
Oh
now you're
well.
getting butthurt.
Don't worry about it.
I wonder how much this will actually apply.
Okay. Tomorrow's lottery numbers are 8, 14, 35, and Powerball 27. Okay. If that actually comes true and I'm unable to buy a ticket, I will be quite angry.
I thought the lottery had one more number than that, but
Yeah, it probably did. So 24. Okay, there we go. Uh,
see, I mean, I'd have gone with 42, 42, 42, 42, and Powerball 69.
well, see, Powerball can be the same digit as the others, but the others have to be
Okay.
different numbers. So yeah,
Okay.
that would okay.
So pi x squared
Mm.
9011
I imaginary number.
yeah um and the result of 16 divided by 0.
There we go.
That's
Wait,
that's
16
the
or
lottery number.
17?
16.
Oh yeah,
It's
you're
it's
right. You're right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Metric
It's,
system. Okay, sorry.
yeah, Britain works on the metric system, yeah. Because we realize that the imperial system is stupid. Um
Uh, I have the advantage of being able to mostly get by in both, having been here so long. So
mm.
for the
Is
most
Japan
part, hmm?
is
Japan is
Japan
metric,
metric?
metric,
Yeah.
absolutely metric. Yep. Except for there is one case where they're not metric, and that is the McDonald's quarter pounder. They don't quite know what it is, but it is referred to as quarter pounder, not Royale with cheese. Uh, well, thank you
Fair.
so much for coming by to speak with us today.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
Everyone, we have been speaking with the Flash Guy. I'm sorry, I'm trying to say it in not a superhero voice, and I'm having problems.
Oh, I forgot a thing. I
Oh,
forgot a thing. I do
okay.
a thing. Yeah.
We need to explain it so that doesn't sound like it's something that needs to be edited out, but okay.
No. Basically, there's an Ask Tumblr that I do for the OC of a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
Um, which is about a unicorn pony whose special talent is being comfy to sit on. So he's Pillowcase the sofa pony.
Interesting. I
Yeah,
have not seen this before. I'll have to check this
no,
one out.
yeah,
All right, so please check that out as well.
it's askpillowcase.tumblr.com.
Interesting.
Um,
Okay.
I Yeah, so that's kind of
I
that's
would
something I'm
imagine
doing
that's.
on
I'm not
Tumblr.
even looking at it. I would imagine it's tongue in cheek.
Yeah, it is a humor blog. It
Okay.
is kind of a, sort of. Can you imagine if I tried to do it dark and serious? Just like, I am the sofa that Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now, because it needs a corner piece.
That yeah, I would like that. Actually, you should do that one now as well. That needs to be done.
All of the grim dark.
Ah. Well, thank
I'm
you
a
very
sofa
much for
here at
coming
the
by.
Rainbow Factory.
Season 3. Can we trust it? All right, that one was for Jack's Blade if he listens in. But okay. Well,
Okay.
thank you very much for coming by.
Yeah, no worries.
Everyone, this has been OsakaJack with Into the Spotlight on Everfree Network. We'll catch you next time.